Hey, God bless. God bless everybody. Welcome to another video from my page H.O.T.M. Thank you for watching my videos. What we're gonna do here is this used to be they used to have a pellet stove right inside this area. It was an enclosed area that they attached to they ended up knocking down the wall and making an extension. It looked like a closet. The problem with that was that even though it was useful for the pellet stove, but they did it wrong because the ventilation that they did towards the top and everything they did was leaking, and in the wintertime the breeze will come in and it'll be super cold here, so we always had to close it in. So instead of going through all the hassle trying to fix somebody else's mess, I prefer to get rid of it because I don't have a pellet stove. So, and there's no point in having that leaking there, which the water will end up causing more destruction. So I ended up closing it from the outside. I wasn't able to videotape that, but I did close it from the outside a little while back. You know what I mean? So what I did, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna show you what I'm working with, so that way you can see. So that way you can have an idea of what is it exactly I'm gonna be doing, and now I'll explain what is my idea for this side right here, for this section. I got a couple more screws. Okay. So I got this. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Okay. I put insulation in it to cover it up. Like I said, it used to be a hole. It used to be like a closet area. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be keeping this top of the trim. I'm gonna be cutting it around this area for the bottom trim, and I'm gonna put bottom paneling. This whole section I'm gonna close it with this same plywood. I'm gonna cut it to the size, and I'm gonna put it in there, close it. Now, one thing that I have to consider, and you have to consider if you are doing a project like this, and it brings to the outside, is if in the other side there's gonna be water coming in. You know what I mean? Like a regular wall on the outside, the water's gonna be hitting it permanently. This one is not. This one is inside a porch area, which is enclosed, so no water. I think I closed the leak in the outside roof, so no water is gonna be coming in through here, and practically barely no breeze is gonna be trying to come in through here either. But I insulated everything 100% through the outside, and I put ice and water shield just in case, just because I wanted to do it. You don't necessarily have to do it, but it's necessary that you put at least the paper up. So it's very good, and it keeps longevity on the work that you do. So I'm not gonna be having no water leaking through the outside of this wall. So it kind of helps me out a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't have to go so crazy on the ceiling and everything, because there's not gonna be nothing coming in. Like no breeze, nothing comes in no more. So I'm gonna be closing this up. Since I said I'm gonna be keeping this section of the trim from up, this section down, I'm cutting it off. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put the plywood on the right in the front. I'm gonna put the plywood. After the plywood, then I'm gonna put some drywall up. I'm gonna patch all around the drywall, same as the bottom. Patch around around the drywall, and in the bottom I'm gonna put the paneling, the trim, and it's gonna seal this. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna save this wood. I got a couple holes from the screws. I'm gonna seal and patch that, sand, everything that I have to do to make it look real nice. Then right here, what I'm gonna be building is some shelves. That way it becomes a useful space for decoration. You know what I mean? You can put vases, flowers, pictures, whatever you want. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm putting the plywood, because even though that is not, you know what I mean, it's not gonna be having no water hitting this wall. The reason why I'm putting the plywood is because that way I could be able to grab onto anything. You know what I mean? It's pretty thick wood, so I could be able to grab into any section that I throw the screws into, and I don't really have to worry because we're not putting nothing so crazy heavy here. So I'll follow up on another video so that way you can see when it's done, because it's gonna take me time to go outside, cut everything. Again, I'm not lifting dust. Like my other video, I explained to you that when you're working in an old house, you have to worry about the dust. I ain't lifting no dust. The hole was already made, so I don't have to build a containment because I'm working with what's already there. And this is not lead wood. This wood was put afterwards, so this does not have lead. It's regular wood, so you don't have to go crazy on the containment section of it. Okay, so I'll follow up on another video once I put the plywood out, and I'll explain how I did it, and then we'll go from there. So this is the follow-up of what my project is looking like. Uh, we wanted to go with something like a decorative piece, so a little bit more rustic, and so we went with this. Everybody has a different style how they would like it. We were happy with this style, so this is what it's looking like. I am gonna put shelves there, so yeah, it's coming out pretty good. It's coming out real good. I mean, once I finish it with it, I will post another follow-up, so you can see what it looks like when it's closed. It's a lot of work, so I do a lot of things in between, stuff like this, since it's my own project. So yeah, so you know, things that you could do yourself. So welcome to the final part of this video, which is as you may see in the beginning of the video, that was used to be a opening there. I closed it and we turned it a little more rustic look. Again, it's just grabbing unused space, and you know what I mean, instead of having like a whole bunch of tables all over the place and everything, use the space that you have to make things that look nice. I think that decorative piece right there looks actually real nice. I'm not painting it yet because we do have a lot of painting to do. So I am gonna finish all my projects first before I start painting. Later on, a little more further down the line, I'm gonna be making videos giving tips on how to paint, and especially the corners and the edges, which are the most difficult ones because a lot of people don't have pulse. But I did develop a method, and I found one that actually works real good for me. So I'll be sharing that a little more forward. I did grab the wood, and I ended up staining it, staining the wood, which it was normal common board. So I did end up staining it to give it that nice little look with the brackets. Again, we're just working on it. We haven't finished painting it. As you may see, the other project that I have still not done. It still needs paint, but like I said, we're leaving all the paint to the end. So again, it's all about grabbing unused space and making it useful, so that way you could be able to use it and make it so it could look nice in your house. So whatever stain you're gonna use, walnut or any type of stain that you want to use for the wood to make it look nice. Again, it's all about making new space. So this is my 99% finished project. Again, I'm gonna leave the paint for the end, but other than that, I am happy with the results, and it actually looks nice. So get to work, and thank you a lot for watching this video on my page H.O.T.M. If you haven't subscribed, I ask you to please subscribe. That way we keep on bringing videos. Everything that I've learned, you will learn also. I will teach you. So that way you could be able to do projects on your own, and that way you save money, and then you encourage yourself, and you feel good about yourself every time you finish a project, especially in these hard times.